So I just went through so much trouble to crop this light switch out of the frame, not realizing that I had it on photo setting and not video. Today's video is going to be a current beauty favorites video. I feel like I've really been able to establish a good set of favorite products ever since I haven't been doing YouTube videos, because there wasn't any pressure to always be trying new products. I would still try new products, especially because like I get BoxyCharm and that gives me the opportunity to try new products without having to pay a lot of money. And then of course, if I was really excited about something, I would always buy it. But there wasn't this like pressure to always try what's new in order to talk about it on my YouTube channel and things like that. So I was able to really like establish routines with things that I absolutely loved and try them out for a really long time and see if I truly love them and if they really worked for me. So I have a basket full of products over here that I wanted to talk about. I'm not gonna go in any particular order here. I guess I'll try to do like the skincare, hair care stuff first, and then we'll go into the makeup. So the first product I have here is my shampoo and conditioner, which is the Argan Oil of Morocco conditioner and shampoo from OGX. I have been using OGX for a really long time, but I only just started using this variety. It's so good. Especially if you have like bleached hair like I do and your hair is really dry, this stuff is amazing for making your hair soft again. When I started using this, I remember the first day that I used the conditioner, I could not stop touching my hair because I literally couldn't believe how soft it was. Oh my gosh. They just started selling, well, I don't know if they just started, but I just saw it at my drugstore, a leave-in hair mask stuff, or hair butter I think it's called, and I have to go get that too, because I will sometimes take the conditioner and just get a little bit in my hands and rub it through my hair after I get out of the shower and leave it in just as if it were a leave-in conditioner anyways. So I really want to try out the hair butter that you're supposed to leave in to see if it is just as good as when I do that, because this stuff it's literally amazing. The next product I have here is for my moisturizer, and it is the Derma E Tea Tree and Vitamin E Antiseptic Cream, and I swear I tell everybody about this stuff because it changed my skin. It's vegan and cruelty free, so if that's something that's important to you, you can still use it. And I cannot tell you enough how much I recommend this product. I used to have literally the worst texture on my skin. Like my whole forehead was just covered in texture, and this has taken, I'd say like 85% of that away. Apparently I just found this out, but the reason for that is the tea tree oil in it. So theoretically, I guess you could take pure tea tree oil and put that on your face with like your regular moisturizer if you're really obsessed with your regular moisturizer. But I think it's super convenient if you have one that's got it already mixed in. And this stuff is not that expensive either. I'm pretty sure it's under like $15. So, all right. The next product I'm going to talk about is the Pharmacy Green Clean. I'm trying to show it and read it at the same time. It's this stuff here. It's the Pharmacy Green Clean Make Away Melt Up Cleansing. I did not say that right. Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This came in a BoxyCharm, and I'm kind of upset about that because now I'm hooked and it's expensive. And I know that's probably the point of BoxyCharm, is to get you hooked on like a brand or a product and then you have to keep buying it, but it's not fair. And this stuff is so good that I can't get anything else to compare to it. I've tried a lot of different makeup removers and cleansers and micellar waters, and nothing compares to this, because every other one that I have used before, I will remove the makeup, do whatever that product requires for you to remove your makeup, and then usually get a cotton pad, put some toner on it, and wipe my face with a cotton pad in order to kind of like check to see that all my makeup's off. And there always is. There's always some makeup on the cotton pad, and so I'll wash my face again just to make sure I get it all off. But with this product here, with this stuff here, nothing came off on the cotton pad. Okay, this is the last like skincare kind of item before we move into makeup stuff. And these are BioBell sheet masks. I love sheet masks so much, way better than like your regular smear it all over your face masks. Just because it's easier, and lots of times I don't have time. So it's really nice to just be able to pull out this paper, put it on my face, take it off. I've tried tons of brands of sheet masks, and I feel like this one has been the absolute best. This one in particular, this primer one, oh my gosh, I love this one. You're technically supposed to put it on before you do your makeup, like a primer. And you probably, I guess, should, because it does get this like tacky texture on your face, kind of like you would expect from a good primer. But I don't like to do that just because you're putting all this good stuff on your face, and I don't want to then pile makeup on top of it. Like, I want to get the good benefits of this and then go to bed. Like, I do all my masks at night. I never do masks any other time. You can get a lot of different like packages of groups of them on their website. So they sell them in a lot of different groups or individually if you want to try them out. The next product I'm going to talk about is the Tarte Ready Set Radiant Skin Mist. This, I'm not really sure what this is actually supposed to be for, because I don't think they really talked about it on the bottle. No, it literally just says shake well. So I don't know if they really mean for it to be like a primer or a spray after you put on your makeup, but I use it as a primer. I always put it on first thing, and sometimes if I'm going to be powdering my whole face for some reason, which I normally don't, but if, then I'll put this on after the powder, but not after my entire face is done, ever. So if you put this on before all your makeup, it's going to really give you a nice radiant glow, and also give you kind of that tacky texture? No, like a tacky finish, like I was talking about with the sheet mask, where it really gives you that feeling of like, okay, my makeup is going to stick to this well and stay. So it really helps any foundation that I'm wearing just look its best. The next product I'm going to talk about is for my brows. I used to be absolutely obsessed with brow pencils. It was pretty much the only way I would do my brows. But then I got the Brow Gal Insta-Tints in my BoxyCharm. And this product right here, I can't live without this, honestly. I don't do anything to my brows most days. I'm wearing it today. I haven't put anything else in my brows. I literally just brush my brows, make sure any stray hairs are gone, and I don't usually do that every day. I usually will just do it once a week. Like, I'll sit down on like Saturday night, Friday night, and just get rid of all the extra hairs that have grown throughout the week. So I just use this, brush it through. That's literally it. And if by some chance I want to have a little bit more definition, a little bit fuller of a brow, then I use their brow powder palette, which has 3 shades here. As you can see, I've used this one and this one, but I don't really use this one because it's just too warm. So I use these kind of like this one more towards the tail end and this one more towards the front of my brow. And I'll just use those with the, like, you know, it's got the angled thing on this end and then the spoolie on this end. And this is their brand brush too, which I'm sure other brands have great ones. I honestly do have other brands ones and I keep reaching for this one, so I do think it's a really good brush. But if you have a favorite brush, like, just keep using that one. Honestly, it doesn't really matter that much, it's just a brush. But these two products here are amazing, and I honestly don't know if I will ever purchase another brow product again. Not necessary. So for face products, a couple things I have to talk about today are the Pretty Vulgar setting powder in Matte About It. And like I was mentioning earlier, I do not powder my whole entire face. I just do underneath my eyes. Occasionally I might do my T-zone if it is like summer, then I might need to do my T-zone, but right now in the winter I don't even do that. So I was a little skeptical about this powder because it is called Matte About It, and I usually go for something that's going to be a little bit more, I guess, like dewy, luminizing, something. I don't know. One of my favorite powders is a, I don't remember if it's called like Glow or, I don't know, but it's by Bare Minerals, and it really has a glow. Like, your under eyes will look angelically glowing. And then I use this, and I cannot explain to you, this doesn't look matte. Like, I guess it mattifies because it's a powder, but it doesn't look matte, if that makes sense. So my under eyes look better with this powder than with any other loose setting powder that I have used up to this point. And keep in mind, I haven't tried a lot of the like really big favorite under eye setting powders like the Laura Mercier or the Hourglass. Like, I'm not spending that kind of money on a powder. And this came in my BoxyCharm, so I didn't spend money on this powder either. But I might. Honestly, I might when this runs out. But thank God it takes these things a really long time to run out when you don't powder your whole face. I thought I had another face product. Oh yeah, I have a highlight. Okay, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in Precious Petals. And I mean, this is a pretty common one. Most people have probably seen this at some point, but it is the best one. I have a couple of these, but there's something about this one that it's like a perfect everyday highlighter where it just gives enough but not too much, and it looks natural but not too natural, and it's so beautiful. I literally have like hundreds. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but I have probably 30 highlighters, and I keep going back to this one every other day, I swear. So I think it's worth it. Well, of course it's worth it. It's only like, what, $2.99, $3.99? All right, I have a couple eyeshadow palettes that I want to talk about. I have 3 eyeshadow palettes, which I know seems like a lot, but I am obsessed with eyeshadow palettes. Like, obsessed. And I know most people are like, oh, I have all these eyeshadow palettes and I never use them and I need to get rid of them. Well, not me. I have a bunch and I need a bunch. But I did want to talk about 3 that really I use probably a little bit more than the others. Or not necessarily that, because I'm not talking about a couple that I do use a lot, but these are ones that I wanted to mention specifically because they have such a strong purpose in my collection. So I feel like they're really important. And the first one I'm going to talk about is the ColourPop Semi-Precious Palette. And that's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I mean, it's not the only one on my eyes today, obviously, but the all the metallics on my lid, that's what I'm trying to say. So this palette is all metallics. And that's why I wanted to bring this one up in particular, because A, ColourPop pressed shadows are probably in my top 5 favorite eyeshadow formulas. And B, it's so nice to have this one palette that has like a wide range of metallic shades. So you can access them all in like this one small palette. So for example, if you're traveling and you just want to take a small amount of makeup, but you still need a variety, this is so good for that, because you can take a nice neutrals palette and this palette, and then you have everything that you need while not sacrificing variety. The second palette I want to talk about is the Nightingale palette, also by Pretty Vulgar. I'm telling you, I really, really like this brand a lot. Like, when they first came out, everybody was like, oh, they're going to be gimmicky, because, I mean, they seem a little gimmicky on the top, but now I'm obsessed. Everyone was like, oh, they're just pretty packaging, and they're just selling off their packaging. Why do they cost so much? Dude, everything I have by this brand is amazing, and I seriously want to invest in more. So this palette here is the Nightingale palette, which is their like cool tone neutrals palette. And I am all about cool tone makeup. I wear way more than warm tones. And that's really hard to find when shopping for makeup, especially eyeshadow, unfortunately. Most people are buying warms, and finding a good cool tone neutral palette is hard. And this is a really, really good one. So 9 times out of 10, if I am just trying to put on a basic eyeshadow look, I'm gonna pick this up. It's really nice to have in my collection. And the third eyeshadow palette that I'm going to talk about is the Kat Von D Lolita palette, which I just got around Christmas time. And man, I love this palette. I've used it in just these past like 2 months, almost more than some of my other eyeshadow palettes that I've had for like 2 years. It's got just the most beautiful shades of like purple and burgundies, and they are so intensely pigmented, even on my darker skin. Like, lots of times in a palette, like a shade like this is not really gonna show up well on my skin, but here, like, it has pigment, and I can put it on and it shows up, and that's really, really good. And these are the kinds of colors that I like to wear every single day. Like, most of the time, if I'm trying to do a more colorful look, the first thought that's going to pop into my head are colors like this and this. And so to have a whole palette of mattes with those shades, it's so good. It makes me so happy, honestly. And there's like no fallout on these. Like, there's a lot of kickback when you put your brush in here, which had me nervous at first. But then for some reason, even though it kicks back so much, once you start putting it on your lid, on your eye, it doesn't fall down onto your face. I don't know, some kind of sorcery. But anyway, so I am really, really happy with that palette as well. I use it all the time. All right, it looks like I've only got one product left, so we are almost done. The ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips. This is my top favorite liquid lipstick formula right now. It is probably the only liquid lipstick formula that I can put on and just be comfortable, not think about, not be ready to wipe off my face within 5 minutes. These 3 colors are 0.0, Strut, and Alyssa. Oh, so I actually do have one more product over here, and one that I want to talk about, but that I don't actually like have on me. So this is another pretty vulgar product. I told you I'm really, really liking these guys. This is their gel liner. And first of all, can we talk about how cute of a concept this is to have a little gel or a little ink pot? It's just cute. But outside of that, I was not able to work with gel liner at all for the longest time. I was like, it looks so good when other people do it. Why can't I get it on my eyes? And then I got this one, and I almost didn't even bother to try it because I was just like, oh, well, gel liner doesn't work for me, so why would I bother to try it? And then I tried it, and it was the only gel liner that has ever worked for me. So thank God I tried it, because now I'm obsessed with it. And if you see me wearing black eyeliner, it's this, because it's the only eyeliner that I will wear on top of my eyes. And the last favorite that I want to talk about is for mascara, which I don't have because I left mine in the car and then it froze because we had like negative 22-degree weather, so it's ruined now and I have to go buy a new one. It's the Benefit Bad Gal Bang Mascara. It's so good. Like, it's so good. Every time I put it on, I literally cannot believe how much better it makes my lashes look than any other mascara that I use. Like, my lashes look longer. Like, they actually curl and look longer than they actually are. This doesn't happen when I use all the other mascaras. Please tell me how that works. I don't know. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Bye.